Hey, welcome, and let's continue with our playthrough of Expedition Vikings. If you remember last episode, we went with Thorfinn to the woods to select a nice tall tree to make the keel of our longship. So we decided to raid to the west, apparently to the Orkneys, well, some fabled lands that other Vikings had raided before, and Gunnar the Peaceful has been there. If you don't know Gunnar, he has raided our little town, and he has been to the Orkneys before, so now we asked Thorfinn to make us a longship. Now, I know we have some other objectives to fulfill. Let's talk with him. Huda, Trosten. I can tell how excited I am finally to build a longship. This is going to be my masterpiece. Just you wait. I'm looking forward to seeing the ship when it's finished, obviously. Let me see. Okay. I have to travel to Ribe to hire mercenaries, recruit at least 9 herdmen. Okay. Well, let's see if we can travel to Ribe. I mean, have I talked with everyone in the village at this point? We have Helmfried Kraxen. I think he was with us when we defended against the Norwegian raiders. God and Dag, Trosten. Do you need anything? I'm preparing to mount an expedition to the west. Aye, so I've heard. I'd join you if I could, but you know how it is with my leg. Like problems or no, I could use a man like you. I thank you, but I'd only slow you down. Anything interesting happening while I've been busy? Well, Björgdis has been wringing her hands more than usual about her daughter's illness. I reckon you might want to ask her about it, if anything else than for Nefia's sake. Okay, I should get on with it. Frail one. Visit Björkdis to inquire her about her daughter's health. Okay. Thing is, we have to have this very social. I mean, we are a Thed, so we must take care of our people, of the village, and we are going to be away in the raiding season. And yeah, man, we need the loyalty of our people here. Let me check one thing, because I have people who are severely injured, like me, Trosten has a fatal fracture in the chest, and I have my endurance completely reduced to minimal 1. I think someone else had a fatal one. Check. No, I was wrong. I have some points, skill points too, but I'm not going to use them now. Okay, let's visit Björgdis and see what's up. I'm really eager to see the Iraqs built and then sail to the west. Nefia's mother, Björgdis, comes out of the bedroom when she hears the door open. She looks fired. Oh, Trosten, did Nefia ask you to come? Just wanted to see how you and Aifura are doing. That's very kind of you. Aifura is a little better today, I think, but she's still very sick. Oh yeah, it's Nefia's sister. With all this trouble we have had lately, nobody has time to go out and get more medicine for her. Ooh, is there nothing Ulda can do? She does her best when her mind is with her, Hulda is wise, but she is limited by her age. Well, where do you normally get her medicine? The Gidia in Ribe knows how to treat this disease. We've tried a concoction made by her before and it seemed to help. She buries her face in her hands. Her voice breaks up. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Oh. I've been to Ribe recently. If my duties take me there again, I'll bring back some medicine. Okay. I'm headed to Ribe soon. I'll bring back some medicine for Raifura. There is a smile in her voice that her face is too tired to show. We could be in your debt, if you can manage it. We talk to Nefia. Raifura is buried in several layers of pelt. She rolls over to face you and sits up groggily when she sees who you are. She manages a rather pale smile. Oh, hey, Troston. Are you here to check up on me? That's sweet of you. How are you feeling? As if on cue, Raifura breaks into a raw, painful cough. Takes her more than a minute to recover. I've been better, but I'm still alive. Nefia's voice is soft and full of concern. You better stay that way, little rabbit. I'll be very angry with you otherwise. Raifura gives off a weird cough giggle. Are you trying to terrify me into getting well? Come here, you. Nefia sits carefully on the edge of her sister's bed and holds her hand. I've promised your mother I'll get you some medicine. Raifura's voice is so soft and mild, it sounds like she's dozing off. That's very kind of you. I know she'd go herself, but she's no one else. But she's no one else to look after. But there's no one else to look after me. Yeah, Mum needs to stay here and take care of you. We'll handle it. You should get some sleep. Right, let's go. Yeah, okay. So we need to go to Ribe and get the mercenaries and yeah, and take the medicine back. Let's go to Ribe first, and we see what project we need to do in the town. Yeah, and Ribe is the seat of the king. Oh, bloody hell, I'll have to make camps. What? I mean, I have to jump from place to place? I think it's the first time. Okay. Asleif is indifferent. Gunnar is pleased. Okay, 5 maximum. I'll go with everyone. Yeah, they each have their own way of seeing things. Some are greedy, some are peaceful, others are violent. So yeah, there's different ways and different aspects which will affect them and how they see my decisions as the leader. It's a nice game. Ribe must be a big place. Look at the loading. It's taking a bit. Well, supposedly being the seat of the king, I imagine a big settlement. Wow. Yeah, looks good.
This town goes on forever.
Have you never been to Ribe before?
Has Hulda ever left Skald? You're a grown woman. Are you not allowed to leave on your own? Hulda can't prevent me anymore, but I don't know. I feel obligated towards her. It's a generous thing, what you've done for her over the years. Fair is fair, you know.
All right. Yeah, okay. Let's find Gideon in the cult house. Oh, this place is big, man. Wow. Okay. Well, I have the indicator. Should be fast. Where the hell was Aslave was going to? So cool details. Really love. I mean, when you are in a game, role playing or everything, you enter a town and there's activity and mundane stuff. Yeah. Okay. This is the cult house. Let's enter. Gather the medicine, then go find the mercenaries. The Gideon is young, not much older than you. Her blonde hair is elaborately braided, and her brightly colored dress embroidered with complex religious patterns. She greets you with a polite but distant smile in a strangely breathy voice. Welcome, my name is Svana. I'm a Gideon here at the temple. Is this your first time visiting? I think I may have come here with my father a long time ago. Then we are honored to host you again. Have you come to petition the gods? I'd like to make an offering. She opens her arms in a gesture that encompasses the two shrines at the sides of the room. We have shrines to Odin, Thor, and Freya here, but I am happy to accept offerings for any Aesir or Vanir you wish to appease. Your offering will be stored in the temple until the spring blood, where it will be added to the sacrifice. Of course, it's best if you can attend the blood yourself. Can't afford to make an offering. Shit. Yeah, need to give 50 rations. I must think of this. Yes, of course. Such decisions require careful deliberation. Will you share a story about the gods? A twinkle in her eyes belies her vacant demeanor. Of course. Shall I recount the ballad of Ymir, where mighty Thor pulls the Midgard serpent? Sounds perfect. Svanna slips seamlessly into the way of the old worlds, her voice taking on the rhythmic quality of a skald as she begins to recount the old ballad. Long ago the gods were eating their prey, in the mood for a drink before they were full. They shook the sticks and looked at the lots. They learned that, at Aegir's, was a fine crop of cauldrons. Aegir the cliff-dweller sat there, cheerful as a child. Thor, son of Dread, defiant, stared him in the eye. Often you'll have to prepare drinking feasts for the Aesir. The word surly warrior gave trouble to the giant. He thought how next he might be revenged on the gods. Aegeus asked Sif's husband to bring him a cauldron, with which I can brew ale for you all. The far-famed gods and the great powers couldn't get one anywhere, till, because of close ties, Loki was able to offer much welcome advice to Thor alone. East of Elivagar, dwells hugely wise Ymir at heaven's edge. My fierce father owns a pot, a capacious cauldron, a league deep. Do you know if we can get that brew kettle? If, friend, we too do it with cunning. They travelled far away that day from Asgard, until they reached Edgils. He took care of the goats with their splendid horns, while they turned towards Ymir's hall. Loki met his granny, who seemed hateful to Sim. She had 900 heads. Another old golden girl stepped ahead, bright-browed, to bring her son beer. Offspring of giants, I'd like to hide you brave pair under the pots. My lovely husband many a time has been mean and bad-tempered to guests. The man malice-shapen came back late, hard-hearted Ymir, home from the hunt. When you walked into the hall, the icicles tinkled, the old guy's beard was frozen. Welcome, Ymir, in fine fettle. Now your son has come home to your halls, one we've both missed on his long travels. Rod's adversary has come along with him, a fighter's friend, Thor is his name. See where they sit beneath the hall gable, protecting themselves with a pillar in front. The pillar split at the giant's gaze, and the pillar beam broke in two. 8 pots split, but one of them, fire-hardened, fell down whole from the post. They walked ahead, but the ancient giant followed his enemies with his eyes. His heart sank when he saw the griever of giantesses walk across the floor. Then 3 bulls were taken up. The giant had them quickly boiled. Each one was made shorter by a head before being born to be cooked. Sif's husband ate before going to bed. 2 of Ymir's oxen all on his own. To Ymir it seemed that Thor had had his fill. Tomorrow evening we'll have to go hunt for food to feed us 3. Thor said he wanted to row out to sea if the brave giant would give him bait. Turn to the herds if you trust your guts, breaker of giants, to find some bait. I expect it will prove easy for you to find some sea bait from the oxen. The lad swiftly swept off to the woods, where a jet-black ox stood ahead. There the ogre exterminator broke from the bowl the lofty high pasture of both horns. Let's keep listening. The Lord of Goats told the offspring of apes to put the ship further out to sea, but the giant said that on his own reckoning he felt little urge to row further. Famed Ymir then soon caught, full of wrath, alone two whales on a hook, but back in the stern Odin's kin Thor cunningly laid out his line. He baited his hook, protector of man, the serpent soul slayer, with the ox's head. There gaped at the hook the one the gods hate, from below, the girdle of all lands. Did brave Thor mightily drag the venom-stained serpent up to the gunwale. He struck from above with his hammer the horrible head to the wolf's close-knit brother. The rock monsters groaned, the stone fields thundered, the ancient earth all moved together. Then that fish sank back into the sea. The giant was unhappy when they rowed back. Ymir didn't say a word at his oar. He steered a quite different course. Would you share out the work with me, by either bringing the whales home to the house or tethering up our ship? Thor went and gripped the prow. He lifted up the sea steed, bilge and all, along with the oars and bilge baler. He carried to the house the giant whales and the boat across the woodridge. Yes, yet still the giant, when it came to strength of arm, obstinately quarrelled with Thor. He said no one was strong, although he could row robustly unless he could smash a scup. But Thor, when it came to his hand, caused soon a stone column to shatter with a cup. From his seat he struck it at a pillar, but they bore it back to Ymir in one piece. Until the lovely sweetheart told him some useful advice that she knew. Hit it on Ymir's head. When he's heavy with food, it's harder than any cup. The hardy lord of goats rose from his seat, summoned all his Hasa strength. The old man's head stayed all above, but the round wine vessel was ruptured. Many a treasure has passed from me when I see the cup smashed out of sight. The old man spoke some more. I'll never say again, beer! Now you're brewed. It's up to you if you can take the hail kettle out of our home. Loki tried twice to steer it. The cauldron stayed both times quite still. Thor grabbed it by the rim, and his feet sunk down into the floor of the hall. Sif's husband heaved the cauldron up on his head, and its rings jingled around his heels. They journeyed long when Odin's son took a single look behind him. He saw from the rocks from the east with Ymir a mighty, many-headed troop approach. He heaved the cauldron down from his shoulders, brandished murder-loving Mjolnir, and killed all the vast giants. The strength mighty one came to the gods' assembly, bringing the cauldron that Ymir had owned, and the sacred ones shall drink well ale feasts at Aegir's at flax-cutting time. Over the course of the retelling, Svanna seemed to change into a different person. Her thoughts gathered back inside her head, and her voice became forceful and lively with the rhythms of the way of the old words. Now her gaze drifts across her audience, the mild smile returns to her face, and she seems to sink a little. The tale is over. Did you like it? It was very good, thank you. I am always happy to tell the stories of the gods, as they were told to me many times. Is there anything you need? I need medicine for a sick friend. That's why we came here. She nods politely, looking through you as if her mind is somewhere else. We are always happy to help. Please describe the illness. She has a deep, awful cough and a fever. She's been bedridden for many weeks. Can you help her? The Gydia maintains her vacant stare. Yes, I hope, but I need moldy bark from the troll tree. What? Okay. Where does this tree stand? In the marsh to the southeast. Look for the patches of yellow-green mold on its trunk. If you bring me that bark, I will use it to make a cure for you. I may return soon. All right? Jesus. Let's get some bark. Actually, I need to see something because I don't know what inventory of food and stuff I have. And that seems to be rather and absolutely necessary. And the metal, wood, and parts and stuff for crafting. Oh, okay. Which is... Yeah, it's here. Is it? Because we know homestead. Okay, this is where where I can do the upgrades. Just log, codex. No, it's not here. White hammer. Yada 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 yada. Oh yeah, blood. Okay, I have 2 bladders, 8 cloth, 2 iron, 1 tar, and strings, 1 vial. Armor padding, poles, corks, and pots. Where the hell do I have the rations? I think I need to camp to do that. Okay, let's see the objectives. Likelihood. Okay. Yeah. Let's find some mercenaries. Need a tavern. Now, given this is the temple, tavern should... I found some people here. It's their home or it's the tavern? It's not. I hear people fighting. Skallagrim. Being the most powerful woman in Denmark, Ragnhild has a second longhouse just for her herdmen. Warriors from all over the north come here to seek work and train with her renowned Huskars. You recognize Skallagrim on your father's funeral feast. The tall man is Ragnhild's bannerman and lover, and he never leaves her side. He raises a hand in greeting. Oh there, Thorsten. I greatly enjoyed myself at your feast, especially the show you put up at the end. You fight well. That means a lot come for you. I'm told you and Ragnhild fought a dozen of Harald Wartooth's Oscars at Bravelir. It's true. We stood back to back and faced them, 3 or 4 at a time. The fight took the whole day. Tell me, what brought you to Ribe today? I'm looking to hire crew for my ship. Skallagrim scratches his beard pensively. You've chosen a bad time to recruit. Mercenaries have no trouble finding low-risk work at the moment. What with the trouble in the marsh? What trouble? People have been disappearing in those marshes for years, but it's gotten a lot worse lately. As many as a dozen disappearances over the past 2 months. Entire trade caravans simply vanished in there. The whole city is awash in rumors of lantern men, man-hitting witches, and other such nonsense. If your interest goes beyond idle curiosity, I suggest you ask Ragnhild about it. She's been trying to find people willing to do something about it. Bloody hell. Okay, that sounds good.
You look at all these ships.
All trade for miles around goes through this harbor.
Yeah, but
This
also
is
they
great.
look really cool.
They're quite beautiful, yes.
I must admit, I'm starting to look forward to our journey.
What? Some foul spirit of the underworld has taken possession of Aslife. Quick, throw him in the river.
Yeah, some of the humor is nice when they talk to each other. Yeah, let's. Well, we need to find mercenaries, and I don't want to go to the marshes just with this party. Let's see if we can talk to this good fellow. A sorry-looking man sits on the boardwalk, a small selection of equipment spread out in a wool blanket in front of him. He looks up at you with dark-rimmed eyes. Hail, honorable Thaden. Are you in need of weapons and armor? Why are you selling your equipment? I am no warrior. These things belong to my beautiful wife, Vigund. What? He sinks, struggling to get his next words unstuck from his throat. She fell in Frisia, defending a group of traders. Without her, there is nothing left for me here. I'm going back east to my ancestral village, but I need to buy a place on a ship. Tell me about Vigund. The widower exhales deeply. She was the most beautiful woman in the world. Her hair was gold, and it flowed around her shoulders like a waterfall. When she smiled, everything else seemed colorless by the comparison. When she laughed, there was no other sound in the world. She chose the life of a shield maiden before we met. I wanted nothing more than to settle down with her, but she was too full of life for such a modest existence. I will never love another woman. I will never be able to. Out of the corner of your eye, you actually catch Nefia wiping her eyes with the sleeve. How much do you need for the journey? He cast his eyes down to the damp boardwalk. It seems the going rate is about 50 ortug of silver, less if I could work for my upkeep, but I know nothing of ships. If I can sell all of the good equipment, that should cover it, with silver to spare in the end. Okay, let me see what you have. The centerpiece of the selection is a suit of decent but unremarkable hide armor. A nasty slash across the chest has been very competently repaired. You'd estimate its original worth to be around 300 valuables. In front of the selection lies a winged spear that could probably fetch 200 when new, and coiled around it a simple flex sling, probably worth about 150. A standard leather trim helmet worth 100 or so rounds for the collection. What the hell? Okay. Buy the armor. For the helmet. Ah, bloody. I'll buy all. Thank you, oh thank you. At least I can afford the journey home. Rikulf gets up, rubs his legs briefly, then rolls up the wool cloth and slowly makes his way across the boardwalk towards the nearest ship. Ah, bloody hell. We spent a lot of money, but let's equip ourselves. So, we have a cured armor. Okay, let's use the helmet. Okay. 30-30, 36, the armor lead, 36-20. Okay. Oh yeah, the Gunnar doesn't wear armor. Okay. Let's put it on Asleif with the helmet as well. I mean, he doesn't like armor. But let's see if he... Yeah, he can use it. Okay, perfect. Okay, now the weapons. Wow, Worm Staff goes to Nephew. Okay, it's really good. Okay, damage 14 to 19. Yeah, it's way better. That's not even a question there. I'll give her a birch bow. Okay, Gunnar has the bearded axe. I think he is okay. I have the Hylum sword. 18. Yeah, it's way worse. It's not, yeah, much better than mine. Okay, she has a sling. 5'9", 5'8". Okay. Wow, the equipment is good. Actually, it was a good buy. Okay, let's continue. And try to find a tavern or something. An adulterate condescension radiates from dark eyes and the bushier eyebrows. It's rare to see such arrogance on the face of such a blatantly unrefined man. Skaki. I know you, the Thegn of Skian, right? Saw you fight some ill-equipped farm boys at your father's funeral. Huh. I hope to see you how you fare against a real warrior once. And you're Skuld's berserker. That's right, Skaki's the name. Heard you're in town looking for a crew. Afraid I already hired everyone who's worth their salt. What are you doing here? Just preparing my ship for a little excursion across the sea. Got some mates on Orkneyar waiting for me to visit. What a coincidence. I'm heading in the same direction. Doubt the natives will be happy to see my ship on their beach though. Ah, I'm sure you'll get a warm welcome. The big man turns his back to you in a rather rude fashion. Well, I must get on with the preparations. Good wind on your sails. What a little prick. There's a lot of construction going on. Okay. Been here. Yeah, let's explore the town. I mean, it's fairly big. All I see is houses being built. At the edge of the map. Ask her jumper. Hey you, get out of here. Visitors are not welcome. Okay. Just want to find a mead hole, that's all. To explore the entire town. Oh man. Well, but we have to do it. There's no question about it. Bloody big long house. Wow. Well, but you have to go there. Talk to the madam. The guard on the right is lanky, blonde, and doesn't seem to really have eyebrows. Fucking freezing out here. The one on the left is a large man, round-faced with doleful eyes, standing in the cold while they talk around the fire. It's no job for a fighting man. Boredom. Teeth chattering. They cease their belly aching and look at you. Do Jarl Ragnhild Skald usually complain this much? Maybe if you was stood here in the cold all day, watching people come and go, no glory or even just a good fight to be had. Might be you'd complain soon. Who are you? Who are you? The first guard nods at his companion. He's Nuki. Nuki glances to his compatriot. He's Sigmund. Look around the yard. A table is laden with warm food, steaming still in the cold air. Against the wall of the longhouse, a row of casks stand tapped and ready. Why is there a feast prepared, but no one at the tables? The Jarl is seeing a visiting Godi and his followers, all the way from Glavendrup, I think. He's a pale fellow. No wonder when him and his didn't want to eat or drink. A right shame, all this food and drink with no one to enjoy it. A right shame. Well, it really shouldn't go to waste like this. And simply taking from it would be wrong. Yeah, I think that's not steal, but enter and have a talk. Ragnhild the White. Ragnhild the White politely stands when you approach her. Her seat and clasps your wrist with a firm grip. Welcome to Ribe, Thorsten. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I seek your permission to recruit a crew for my ship. For an expedition, I won't stand in your way, but the warning I gave your father extends to you as well. Stay in known territory if you value your life. Noted, but I am eager to go regardless. I will not disclose my plans regarding Thegnskula. Put word out at my barracks that you're seeking a crew. Mercenaries are often found around there, sparring with my herdmen. I heard rumors about disappearances in the marsh. I wish for people to travel safely to and from our city. If this isn't dealt with soon, Ribe's reputation will suffer. A bounty of silver belongs to anyone with the courage to seek out and solve this problem. I am not afraid. Allow me to deal with this task. Of course. We'll talk later. If you need my counsel, my door is always open to my neighboring friends. Alright, let's go to the marsh. Or, yeah, let's try first if we can get some more men on the training grounds. I mean, the fight with the wolves was didn't go extremely well in the last episode. Yeah, didn't think actually things through, and yeah, was bitten by the wolves. It was not that good. Let's explore a bit here. Whoa. Was ambushed or something? Bjorg Kabinsdottir, skilled berserker. Yeah, I can't shoot because I was surprised. But he can. What the hell? There's a few of them. Wow, Gunnar took that beating! Holy shit.
I don't fear death.
I need to stun the bastard.
Give up while you can still say I yield.
Okay, he's down. Good.
Such an obvious opening.
Okay, what can I do? Blows dust into the face of anyone occupying 3 front axes. Inflicts drugged. Okay, poison. Uh-huh. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's shoot. Wow, it's right in the chest. Normal attack, I would say. Or a stun. Yeah, let's stun him. Okay, good. Because now I can attack with a spear.
That's what happens when you cross me.
Oh, there's still the bowman. Oh, and I can't go through. Oh no. Okay, we are okay.
You fight well, but you won't
Wow,
bring me down.
nice catch with the shield. Excellent. Let's cure Alfred, Aslif.
I'll help.
Good.
Charge! Whoa, that was brutal. I left him all gore. Wow, Gunnar got a moderate fracture in the arm. No new injuries. What in Thor's name was that all about? Who are these people? Hired killers. Check the pocket. You and your head each picks an attacker to search. Gunnar raises his hand, holding something that glimmers in the light. Found something. A medallion of some kind. The silver medallion is the centerpiece of a pearl necklace. You don't recognize the exotic patterns that adorn it, but somebody in this town must know. Gunnar leans over to get a look at the necklace. That pattern looks faintly familiar. I can't quite place it though. I may have seen something like it up in Kaupang. Perhaps we should ask around in the market. Iron pole rations. Wow, 6 rations. Nice. Wow, that wasn't good. I mean, hired assassins and stuff. But yeah, it was good to have a fight after all the talking. It's a burn house here. Wow, this whole section burnt. Look at this. What? Yeah, it's an entire corner of the town is burnt. Let's talk to Brana. You, hold a moment. You are approached by a slight woman with a splatter of freckles in a sharp face and her auburn hair in a tight braid. Her pale eyes dare you to turn away, and her voice is like a whip crack. You're not like the rest of these people, are you? Armed, purpose to your stride, you get things done. What do you want? She gestures at the acrid, burnt-out ruins. I know who caused all this. Who caused it? A filthy sleaze named Vragan, my husband. He deserves a coward's death for what he has done. Perhaps, but I'll have no part in it. Her face contorts into a sneer. What good are you then to me, to any of these people? Oh my God, lady. Jesus. A young boy stands before a stall packed with crates and baskets full of bent and broken metal, pelts rolled up and haphazardly stacked, and coils of hemp rope and horsehair string and other pieces of unidentifiable junk. He beams when you come near, and casts a glance at his father in the back of the tent, who motions encouragingly in your direction. Highly esteemed warrior, welcome to our humble tent. My name is Nipley. How may I serve you today? You sell hides and salvage. That's right. What you see before you is Ribe's most impressive selection of materials, from smithing, tailoring, or even carpentry. Or even carpentry. Do you like to build things? Not myself, but I count skilled craftsmen among my friends. I am sure the Thegn of Skirn has much to worry about, son. Responsibility like that doesn't leave much time for craft. You're a Thegn? That's right. If you're looking for high-quality supplies, you'll find none better than what we offer. Let me see what you have. Okay, what? He has a lot of valuables. He has a lot of wood. He has salvage. This vendor has fair prices. Okay, trading. This is where you trade your resources. To start, simply select the resource you want to sell and the resource you want to buy and drag the slider. Okay, let's try. And try. What? 120 for a salvage. 120. Yeah, I can't even give. Yeah, forget it. There's no way I'm going to give that much. Perhaps some other time. Ah, this is the marketplace. Nice. Ingimar Broadsoul. You there, you look familiar. I would speak with you a moment. The man before you has the bearing of a warrior. Though age and comfort seemed to have softened his edges. His hair and beard are graying, and the fine clothes he has squeezed into suit him poorly. Yes, you must be the son of Sigmar. It's the nose that gives you away. That's an amusing remark coming from you. The crows around here should be grateful to your face for such a fine place to perch. For a moment the man's smile turns rigid, but then he composes himself. His eyes never leave you. Were you a friend of my father? I am Ingimar Gerrigsson, I knew Sigmar. He was a fierce warrior, a friend, and he could hold his mead. I'm still here, but he fights and drinks with the Einherjar now. A smile tugs at his bearded face. Do me the honor of raising a horn of mead to his memory. My home is south of the marketplace. Tonight we drink and feast as new friends. I insist. A friend of my father is a friend of mine. We'll gladly visit and drink to his memory. Okay, we'll go there later. Okay, I need to know what is the necklace, right? That looks like fish, but... A well-dressed woman in their mid-40s stands between two stalls. A pair of young men are loading sacks and baskets from one of the stalls into a cart. The trader greets you with a polite smile. Step right now, my good man. If you're looking for food or medicine, you've come to the right place. Perhaps some other time. I need necklace stuff, or jewelry, or whatever. Let's see if we can notice by the stall types. Ragnar. A strong young man stands at the front of a small group of thralls, scanning the market crowd for customers. His eyes settle on you and he smiles. Ah, hail Hogsale, my good man. You have heard the bearing of a high boar. Are you in need of thralls for your homestead, perchance? You peddle thralls. As I said, are you looking to buy? I find slavery distasteful. Distasteful? How so? I guarantee you there was no trickery involved in capturing these men and women. They were enthralled fair and square after a battle, and I acquired them by arrangement with the victor. We should not enslave our own people. Christians make better thralls in the first place. If that has been your experience, I will not try to convince you otherwise. I can only give you my guarantee that these thralls are compliant, healthy, and that they work hard. Okay, perhaps some other time, man. I don't want any thralls in the company. Either the law. But the thing is, who the hell can look to my to the necklace we stole from the other chap? Yardar, maybe this guy. Honorable warrior, a moment of your time. Hail, Skald. I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I see you travel with a retinue that marks you as a man of high standing. My name is Yardar Jarnkegason. I'm merchant trading in ironworks from the east. I recently bought a house near the docks and moved here, hoping to establish trade routes to Frisia, perhaps even beyond. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. To my tremendous misfortune, having already purchased the house before coming here, I've arrived to find it occupied by rats. They're a fierce bunch and cannot take up residence in my home before they've been routed. What? I've had to pay dearly to lodge with a business acquaintance for the past 2 weeks while I've attempted to resolve the situation. I've been met with dismaying lack of support from the Jarlsmans. You'd think the Jarl would be interested to get rid of such a vermin and restore order to her domain, but no. I'm not a rat catcher. Deal with the rodents yourself. I understand. You have no reason to take this risk for a stranger. Should you change your mind, I'll remain here until I find someone willing to aid me. Bloody hell. So, who the hell can help me understand what's this necklace about? Ribe's town Clay is an energetic young woman with fiery red hair. Her sharp features are dotted with freckles and her smile spells mischief. A trained voice carries easily across the din of the market. The Skald looks at you expectantly as you approach her. Guten Morgen, Honorable Thane. Where one might find crew for a warship. Over yonder is the longhouse used by Jan Ragnhild. Sellswords looking for hire, often train there with the warriors. Okay, what's news lately? Only what I've been shouting for hours. Frankish massacre in Saxony, merchants looking to hire warriors, Skjern raided by Northmen. Did I miss anything? Skjern was raided, you say? So say reports from travelers along the road north. Northmen struck at night, but they said the beacons weren't lit. The people of Skjern fought back, defeated the raiders, and captured their leader. The surviving Northmen escaped on their ship. I was there. It was much worse than what you described. Will you give me your account then? There were 3 longships, maybe more, 100 men. The attack came out from nowhere, with no warning. Everything was chaos. We fought them to the north and to the south at the same time. What a disgraceful thing to do. What happened next? Okay, we beat the main force. Yeah, it's exactly how it happened. But the leader had circled around and snuck in from the east. We caught him outside the longhouse, loot in hand. Well done. It sounds like a tough fight. The rumors say their leader was a giant. Why don't you see for yourself? That's him, right next to me. Gunnar somehow manages to convey amusement with a grunt. I support the Thagn's account of our raid. Although it wasn't a dishonorable thing he claims. After all, we were but one ship against a whole village. The Skald lets her eyes rest on Gunnar's bulging physique and bits her lip. By the Aesir, the rumors were true. Would you consider telling me your own version of events in private? Okay, you'll have to settle that later. I have more questions. Of course. What do you want to ask? Someone's looking... Oh, people went missing in the marsh. Oh yes, I'm glad you were listening. Travels in the marsh have been disappearing. Rumors of giants and lantern men are beginning to spread. Jarl Ragnhild has offered a reward to anyone brave enough to investigate. Okay, someone looking to hire? Aye, yard. Okay, okay. Let's go to the training grounds. See if we can hire anyone. I'm totally lost in the town by now. Actually, I'm not. Sorry, Trosten, nobody's looking for work right now. As long as the danger persists in the marshes, I doubt... Okay. Bloody hell. We have to go to the marshes, it seems. Oh, and we have to exit the map from the correct position. Actually, I think we can exit at any point. Reckon so. That's the ambush spot. Bastards. I can't exit from here. There's the crazy woman. I think we go to the marsh, save the game, and continue next time. Was a good hour gameplay. Oh yeah, that's here. Okay, the marsh is to the southeast. I think the travel is, but I think we can see it. Yeah, the marsh. Okay. I don't know if I need to camp, like, to heal and stuff. I think I might. Now yeah. Okay, and this is where we're going to stop for today and continue tomorrow or another day. So, thanks for watching and have a good one. And, well, press like on YouTube, follow on Twitch if you like, and have a good night. Thank you.